The concept of the magnetic center is a powerful and transformative idea in the realm of personal development and spiritual growth. Maurice Nicoll, in his exploration of this concept, offers profound insights that can be valuable to common people seeking to understand themselves and their world and the place around them. The magnetic center is described as a unique quality within an individual that allows them to perceive and distinguish between different levels of meaning in life. It's like an internal compass that points us toward higher truths and deeper understanding. For those who possess a magnetic center, there's an innate sense that life cannot be fully explained or understood solely in terms of its surface level appearances and experiences. One of the key points that common people would find valuable is the idea that the magnetic center is a sign of higher level of being. It's not about intelligence in the conventional sense, nor is it about success as defined by society. Rather, it's about having an intuitive grasp that there's more to life than what meets the eye. This can be incredibly reassuring for those of us who have always felt like there must be something more to existence, but just couldn't quite put their finger on it. The magnetic center is described as the ability to differentiate between two types of influences in life: A influences and B influences. A influences are the ordinary, everyday aspects of life that most people are caught up in, things like work, social status, material possessions, and so on. B influences, on the other hand, are those that point toward higher meaning and understanding. These might come in the form of art, literature, philosophy, or spiritual teachings that resonate on a deeper level. For the average person, understanding this concept can be liberating. It suggests that their inner yearning for something more, that their sense that there must be deeper truths in life, is not just wishful thinking or escapism. Instead, it's a valid and important aspect of their being that deserves attention and cultivation. Another valuable point to this is the idea that the magnetic center is what leads a person to seek out and recognize teachings or ideas that can help them grow and develop spiritually. This suggests that if you find yourself drawn to certain philosophical or spiritual ideas, it's not just random or meaningless. It's your magnetic center guiding you towards what you need for your personal evolution. Nicoll emphasizes that while the magnetic center can bring a person to transformative ideas or teachings, it can't sustain them there. This is where personal effort comes in. The work, as Nicoll calls it, requires active engagement and practice. This is a crucial point for common people to understand. Spiritual or personal growth isn't a passive process. It requires commitment and consistent effort. The concept of sealing oneself is another valuable idea presented. This concept doesn't mean isolating oneself from the world, but rather developing the ability to maintain an inner state of calm and awareness even in the midst of life's challenges. It's about creating an internal space where higher understanding can grow, unaffected by the turbulence of everyday life. Nicoll uses the metaphor of Christ walking on water to illustrate this idea. Just as Christ could walk above the stormy seas, and we too can learn to walk above the tumultuous emotions and reactions that usually govern our lives. This is a powerful image that can inspire people to strive for a higher state of being. The idea of self-observation is central to the work of developing one's being. Nicoll emphasized the importance of observing oneself without criticism or without judgment. This is different from the self-criticism that many people engage in. Instead, it's about developing an objective, almost scientific view of one's thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. This can be incredibly liberating for people who are used to being hard on themselves. Another valuable point is the idea that we are not our thoughts or emotions. Nicoll suggests that we often identify completely with our changing states, our moods, our thoughts, our reactions. But by learning to observe these states without fully identifying with them, we can gain a degree of freedom from their control over us. The concept of unnecessary emotions is also worth noting. Nicoll suggests that many of our emotional reactions are not truly necessary or beneficial. By observing and understanding these reactions, we can begin to free ourselves from their grip. This can lead to a more peaceful and balanced emotional life. Nicoll also discusses the idea of creating one's own life. This doesn't mean controlling external circumstances, but rather developing the ability to respond to a life in more conscious and intentional ways. It's about moving from being a passive reactor to life's events to becoming an active creator of one's inner world and responses. The importance of psychological thinking is emphasized. This is different from logical or formatory thinking. Psychological thinking involves understanding things in relation to the whole, seeing connections and patterns and being able to hold seemingly contradictory ideas. Developing this kind of thinking can lead to deeper insights and understanding. Nicoll introduces the idea of different levels of being from number 1 man to number 7 man, as this concept provides a framework for understanding personal growth and development. It suggests that there are deeper states of consciousness and being that we can aspire to, giving direction and purpose to our inner work. The importance of valuation is also stressed throughout. Valuing the work of inner development is crucial for progress. Without this valuation, the ideas and practices won't take root and grow. This is a reminder that what we truly value and shapes our lives and our being. Finally, Nicoll emphasizes that this work is not for everyone. Those who are completely identified with their personality and cannot question their habitual ways of thinking and feeling may simply not be ready for this kind of inner work. It's not a judgment, but a recognition that people are at different stages in their journey. In conclusion, Maurice Nicoll's exploration of the magnetic center and these related concepts offers a rich tapestry of ideas that can be deeply valuable for common people seeking to understand themselves and their place in the world. It provides a framework for personal growth that goes beyond conventional self-help approaches, offering a deeper and more transformative path. While the ideas can be challenging, they can offer the possibility of a more conscious, intentional, and meaningful life. I'm Mark Roach, wishing you all the best.